morning, everyone. Sarah and I are starting our day. As you can see, she's already started her breakfast and almost done. She had some Cheerios and some fresh banana, and now she's having some of her whole milk to top off her breakfast. But what I'm videotaping this morning is I've had a lot of messages from everyone asking me, okay, Margie, what are you doing with your shake? What kit are you on? And how do you do it? And how do you stay consistent with it? And different questions like that. And I think I get asked the questions because that was always a struggle for me. And I'm finding I'm making it a lot easier. And so I'm going to share some of the tips that I do. So I have fed Sarah. I have fed the puppy dog. Over there's the puppy dog. That's Rebecca. So I fed them. And when I first got up, before I even came in, we all came in the kitchen, I took my Synthroid because I have to have that, take that, and before I can eat or eat anything, I need to wait. Dr. Turner says at least a half hour, preferably an hour. So mine's usually about half hour, 45 minutes. So it's already been over a half hour by the time I peeled her banana and cut it up. Isn't she a cutie? I just love my little girl. And so then I come in here and I start working on me. Well, to kill some of the time, I usually unload my dishwasher, and that takes a little bit of time, and I get that done. But then I start working on the things that I'm going to have for the day. I always start out with water. See my little cup here, so I can hold it out enough. I just got this in Orlando when we had Vitality, and I love this cup because, you know, I like to sip things through a straw, and it goes on and off so easy, and I can put my ice and my water there right out of the refrigerator, so I have it to be drinking on while I'm doing other things. So now the most important thing for me is to have things handy. So I know there's a lot of you out there saying, man, I don't want a bunch of stuff on my countertop. Well, the best thing I can say to you, if you're struggling with not being able to keep things together and staying consistent, you're going to have to get over it like I did. Because I have things on my counter now, but now it's working and I'm using it. So I'm going to show you what kind of my counter looks like. This starts over here. Of course, there's my battery charger because I go through 2 batteries a day plus keep charging on my phone. This is my ViPack. Every night before I go to bed, I make sure there's a morning and an evening out here on this counter. So I know by the time I'm ready to go to bed, if there's any packets there, I haven't taken one and I need to take it. So the first thing I would do after I can start, I make my shake and stuff, is I take my medicine. I take my morning ViPack, which is yellow. And this is my morning medicine on this side, which is yellow, and it's cool. And this is my evening ViPack, and this is my evening medicine. Now, I'm on the transformation kit, and it's got supplements. So, to make that easy, instead of trying to do that throughout the day or anything like that, if you look in my little thing, let's see, here's Wednesday. In here, along with my medicine, and my little aspirin and my glucosamine, you'll see I take my omega oil. It's in there. And you should see, and right there is my fat burner. My Vitrim, Vislim. I keep getting the 2 mixed up. But there's my 2 pills that come in my ViPack. So I take them first thing in the morning. Now, I do add another omega oil in my evening. See, there with my glucosamine and my potassium, there is another omega oil. And the reason I do that is because I know omega oils help break down fat, and I have a ton of fat to lose. So, honey, I'm taking those omega oils. Then I also have them in my ViPack. So, and there's my Synthroid to make sure that I take it. The animal crackers are Sarah's. She likes a cookie every once in a while throughout the day, and those seem to be her favorite, and they're not real fattening, don't have a lot of fat in them, and so those are little snacks for her. That's what we call her cookies, because we don't buy cookies, Oreos, and all those things that most kids eat. That is her form of cookie. Okay, then of course this is my salt and pepper little thing I keep out here. How many people's here at the house? I hate to have to keep passing salt and pepper, so I keep 3 of them out all the time. Okay, then over here, I like teas. And I know Dr. Oz had mentioned something on his show once about lemon ginger tea. And my Aunt Madeline in Kentucky called me and told me about this. And so I started drinking the tea, and I really like it. So I keep, this is my, and it's got probiotics in it. So there's my lemon ginger tea that I like to drink. Now, this tea here, Sarah drinks this sometimes. This is green tea, decaffeinated green tea. And so, you know, we just try, the whole family tries to do healthy things. Now, yes, that's a candy dish, and it does have peppermint in it. And reason being is because I'm still considered a diabetic, even though I am now, thank you, Visalis, off of all my diabetes medicine. But if I crash, that's an instant thing for me if I'm not to the point where I have to go run and get the orange juice. Okay, so now when I'm getting ready to make my shake, I have right here at my fingertips, because I like coffee shakes every morning. So I find me a cute little basket, you know, it's got hugs and kisses on it because I love my shake. I just keep different kinds of little coffee packets in here. Like this one's vanilla, this one's hazelnut, this is just a French roast, or this might be the classic. And, you know, I usually have some others in here. But I just keep my little coffee things here so I can pull me out a coffee stir every morning. Okay, then the bananas are for Sarah. I don't eat bananas being diabetic. If I do eat a banana, I like mine like almost green. So, but you hardly ever see me eat a banana. I might eat I can't even say. I probably don't even eat 3 bananas like that in a year's time. I try to stick with the ones that are lower in sugar. Okay, and then up here you see more of my morning and my writing things that I use during the day. Every morning, besides my water, I get out this little bottle right here. See, it's just a little suck bottle. And in this, I put a little bit of ice, and I fill it up with water, and I put 1 Vitify and 1 Lemon Neuro. So I'm going to go ahead and put those out, because I got to make those yet this morning. So I'll fix that. Now, the Raspberry Neuro, that's Ken's. He likes the Raspberry Neuro. I like the lemon. So I make it convenient for him, too, because we both like to mix Neuro with our Pro when we go for a ride. So when I get ready to go for a ride, one of the first things I do when I come in here and fix my drink is I take one of my Go's. I love this Go to give you some instant energy right off the bat. So I drink me a Go, and then I get out another bottle. This one, these are all Body by Vi bottles, but it's just a suck bottle. Make it easy for you. So I take this bottle, put a little bit of ice in it, fill it up with water, almost to the top, not all the way. I put me a Pro in it, and I put me a Lemon Neuro in it. And that goes with me on my bike ride, along with these 2 bottles of water. So that's my hydration while I'm on my ride. So as you keep going around my corner, you see this down here, this is full of Nutri-Cookies. So for a quick snack, something that's healthy, something I know I can eat and have right away. The little bag on top, those are Sarah's little graham crackers. She's got some chocolate graham crackers and some cinnamon graham crackers. And then my iced tea maker, because my husband drinks caffeinated unsweetened tea with Splenda in it. So I've always got to have my tea supplies out. You see my tea and my Splenda because he drinks that like I do water all the time. And then here, this is Sarah's little stack here. That's when she wants to have cereal. We're trying to finish up that baby cereal. And then her Cheez-Its. That's her. So those are kind of like her snacks besides any fruits or vegetables that I give her. And so then over here is my shake stuff. This little container has my shake in it, so it's real handy to get to. And here's my blender, and that holds about 1.5 bags of shake. And then I have my, let me make sure I'm calling these by the right name, my Vi Trim right here on top. And I put one of these in every single shake. This helps level out your blood sugar, guys. This is tremendous. So I use that in every one of my shakes. Right here's my blender. Here's my magic bullet. Here's my cup I'm going to use. There's my toaster, because every once in a while I'll show you what I'll toast every once in a while for breakfast. And then here's all Ken's cups. As you see, I need to fill up some of them. But here's what I do for him. He takes 2 shakes. See how there's difference in the color in there? That's got his 2 scoops of shake in it, and it's got his Vitrim in it, because he takes one in every one of his shakes. So all he has to do, and then I fill up another container that holds 2 cups of his milk, and then he puts that in his lunchbox with an ice pack, or he puts some ice on it, and that way he's got his breakfast and lunch while he's at work. And for our shakes, this is what Ken likes. He likes the dark chocolate almond silk milk. It's only got 100 calories in it. So he puts that with his shake mix. Now he's got 190 calories, and that's enough to be considered a meal. Dr. Witherly and Audrey Summerfield tell us that we need at least 165 calories for it to be considered a meal. So that's his breakfast and his lunch. He likes both of those. Now when he's home, I add some peanut butter or some PB2 to it, so he has a Reese's shake. And those are his favorite shakes. He likes them just like that. He doesn't like change, but he's happy with those, and that keeps him consistent. Now, the whole milk's for Sarah. That's not for us. Tea, that's for Ken. And this is the milk I use. This is pure almond, unsweetened vanilla milk, and it's 30 calories. So, with 90 for the shake and 30 for the milk, that's 120. Now, sometimes Trish Ardner, love Trish, she's one of the ambassadors in my team. She told me about the caramel macchiato, sugar-free. And sometimes I will put a little bit of this in my shake. I don't like very much in it because it really makes it taste super sweet. But it's really, really good. And it has 20 calories in it. So my shake has 120 calories in it. If I put this in it, it has 140. So I'm still not at a meal yet. So I always have to add something to mine. Then over here, didn't want to pass up the window. See my tomatoes up there? I love fresh tomatoes. One of my favorite snacks is to peel me a cucumber and slice some tomato and eat that. I can't wait, to get my tomatoes and cucumbers, because the cucumbers are cool and crisp and I just love them. So I hope they keep getting these at the fresh market for a long while. Now this gives me variety in my coffee shakes. This little table that spins, you can see I have caramel, white chocolate, cinnamon vanilla, sugar-free English toffee, coconut, raspberry, French vanilla, hazelnut, and chocolate. Now, all those are sugar-free. I only buy sugar-free syrups, but that gives me a change up in my coffee shake if I want. Now, another thing that you can do is I have a Keurig coffee machine, so I use these little K-cups. Another thing that you can do is you can take different little coffee flavors. I don't know what all I've got in here. Different ones that you want, you can take and make the coffee and then put it in ice cube trays and freeze them and use that as your ice in your shake. And so you can do it that way too. Or you might just want a cup of coffee sometime during the day. But that's what I do. And then over here, of course, I've got my bread. And I use these. Sometimes I do the whole wheat, 100% whole wheat. It's only got 50 calories in it. And I got these when I went to the grocery store last week. And they're thin sliced bagels, 100% whole wheat. And it's 110 calories for a whole bagel. So most of the time, I only take a half of one of these. I don't know if you can tell how thin they are, but they're not very big at all. And I might do a half of one of those with the coffee shake. So that's putting me up at 120, 55, 175 calories for my breakfast. Plus, I will add to that, I'll toast it, and I put on mine. This is Greek. Oops, Sarah, what you doing over there? This is Greek and cream cheese. Greek yogurt and cream cheese. I'll just spread a little bit of that on there. It's probably not even a tablespoon. And that has 60 calories in 2 tablespoons. So, I'm doing 30 calories or less of that. And then if I want jelly, everything in my house just about is unsweetened. This is one of my favorites. I love blackberry. This is seedless blackberry jam, and it has no sugar added. So, and calories on that is 10 calories for a tablespoon. And I'm not even using a tablespoon on it, just enough to give it a little bit of taste. Now, sometimes for breakfast, I'll do a boiled egg. Instead, I don't do a boiled egg and half of that bagel and my shake. I might do a boiled egg. This is probably what I'm going to have this morning with my shake. I'll have a boiled egg, and I'll slice me one of those tomatoes, and that's what I'll have for breakfast. Now, last night, Ken grilled me. I love hot dogs, and I found some white meat turkey hot dogs made by Ballpark at the store, and I found them, and he grilled them for me. They grill a little bit different than what regular hot dogs do, but I knew it would be a good little snack for me because, you know, you take away all your joys of the things that you really like, and you're going to hate it. Well, hot dogs is like one of my favorite foods in the whole wide world. I love hot dogs. And those hot dogs only have 45 calories, and they're made of 100% white meat turkey. So, and it's 45 calories. So, if I'm hungry or I want a little protein snack, I can come in and eat one of those little hot dogs for 45 calories. So, what I do may not be the best choices in the world, but they're working for me, and they're a whole lot better than what I was doing before. So if you speak to someone that's been on the challenge for a long, long time seriously, or some of these real healthy nuts that do all the natural things and stuff like that, they can give you a lot better advice, but that's what Margie does, and that's what's working for Margie. So I thought I would share just because so many of you have asked me. So I hope this helps. And I'm ready for my breakfast. So I will see you guys later today. Love you all, and thank you all so much for the support. Tell everybody bye, Sarah. Bye.